This is a $1 car, and I'm gonna test it along with these cars worth $10, $20, all the way up to this Bugatti, and I'm gonna build a solid gold car at the end. But back to the $1 car, which we're about to crash test. Well, that was a fail. It smashed into pieces. And if you're wondering who this is, his name is Daredevil Dave, and he doesn't have a car. So he's gonna be testing every car we look at today to see if he can find the perfect one. But it's obviously not this one, so let's test this $10 sedan. It doesn't have any really special features, but it does have a trunk where Dave can store his luggage. Or even pieces of his last car, but only pieces. Now it's time for Dave to put this sedan to the test. Will it protect him? Or will it shatter? It stayed in one piece and it protected Dave. So now it's time to level up to the next test, the off-road. To test this car's off-roading capabilities, I'm gonna drive it on this sand. Okay, let's go. So far so good. Oh, it's starting to struggle. It can't go any further. The car got stuck in the sand. We're gonna have to move up to the next car. This is a sports buggy, so it should be able to handle the terrain easily. Time for Dave to test it out. He's ready for anything. Now for the test. This car's doing a lot better on the sand. So it's time for Dave to take it to the next level. Rougher terrain. These rough rocks are quite the challenge. Oh no. There is no way the buggy is climbing this hill. Well, it tried its best, but it's time to move on to the next car. This $20 monster truck. Once this is built, it'll be able to handle the biggest rocks. Now that the chassis is done, it's time to put on these giant wheels. And it's done! And it even came with a matching suit for Dave. So let's put him in and test it out. Now let's try the monster truck against that ridge. Here it goes. It made it! This car can do anything! Now that Dave has conquered the off-road, it's time for the next test. Crossing this wall. Okay, let's do this. It's going up. The tires are big, but not big enough. That's a fail. Looks like Dave needs something a bit bigger, like this $50 drill. This drill is huge. And the front actually spins when it moves. So let's test this drill. I have a feeling this one will do better. That's one powerful tank. But I'm not sure if it's really the right car for Dave. I mean, it moves so slowly, and Dave wants a really fast car. So now, Dave's gonna use his phone to go on the internet and buy a more expensive car. But before he does, he's gonna subscribe to the channel, and you should too. Now, Dave can buy a new car, like this Dodge Challenger. And here's the Lego version. It's green and it looks like it can go very fast. Dave can use some magic to build this faster. There, it's done. The set also came with this robber and this police car, but we won't need that because Dave just wants the Dodge Challenger. Hey, wait a minute. The robber's getting away. She stole Dave's brand new car. Looks like we will need that after all. Now Dave is gonna confront her. And he caught the criminal. Justice is served.
But this car isn't much good anymore. It's totaled. I guess Dave will have to move up to the next car.
Luckily, Dave still has a lot of money, and he's gonna test some really expensive cars, like a Bugatti Bolide and a golden car. But before we get to that, we're gonna test out a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini Countach is worth $2.6 million. And here's the Lego version. Once we get this thing built, Dave will have the most expensive car in town. Alright, let's get to building. You know what? I actually don't need the instructions. And it's done! Look at that! Isn't that the coolest Lego car you've ever seen? And this one came with another uniform for Dave. And this time, it's an authentic Lamborghini uniform. Look at that cute little logo. Now it's time for Dave to test the car. So the way I'm gonna test this car is by putting it on this super fast treadmill. Okay, let's start it up. It's drifting off to the side. It's still going, but we can turn it up even more. Now the car's getting unstable. It's up to level 7, and the car is having trouble. This car just couldn't handle the track. So it's time to move up to the next car, which costs $2.9 million. It's a Porsche 963. Here it is. It's got the logo again, because it's a collaboration with the real car company. Okay, building is hard, but I'm pretty good at it. Watch this. And it's done. This Porsche is one of the most expensive cars in the world. The real version costs $2.9 million. Would you pay that much for this car? So now Dave can flex it on the brokies. And just like before, he can do it wearing official Porsche merch. Check it out, it's a racing suit. Time to change again. There, doesn't he look rich now? But he'll look even richer driving this brand new Porsche 963. Now, Dave can flex on everyone in the city with his brand new expensive car. Now that he's gotten out of there, it's time for the speed test. This one is an actual racing car, so it should be able to handle the track pretty well. So far so good, let's turn it up. It's all the way up to level 8. That's the highest level this thing has. For the next car, we have a Bugatti Bolide, which costs $4 million. But the Lego version only costs $69. And here on the top, it has some numbers about the car. It has an 8.0 liter quad turbo W16. I don't know what that is, but it sounds expensive. And it can go from 0 to 100 in less than 2 seconds. And it has 1,578 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower for a car, I think. I don't actually know how cars work. Technic is really confusing, so I hope this build is easy.
2 hours later.
Okay, I've got this thing so far. I have no idea what this is gonna be.
6 hours later.
And it's done! Let's check out some of the features. The front engine opens so you can see the steering mechanism. You can steer it with this gear on the top. If I take out this piece, you can see the engine in there. And when the car moves, the pieces move like a real engine. The doors open upward like a real Bugatti. The steering wheel has a special piece with the Bugatti logo on it. And the set actually came with a spare one of those pieces. So that means I can make anything into an official Bugatti vehicle. Like this Bugatti ice cream truck. Or this Bugatti train. Or even this Bugatti garbage truck.
Well, what color is your Bugatti?
while my Bugatti is green. Anyway, let's get Dave in this car so we can test it. This is Dave's last chance to beat the track. You can see the engine going off in there. But it can still go faster. The steering mechanism lets me move this thing around on the track. But the mechanism is also making it lose control. Is Dave okay? Well, that was a pretty bad crash. This car is way too big anyway. Dave doesn't even fit in the seat properly. So we're gonna move up to the most expensive car. A $7.5 million golden Lamborghini. This thing is made of real gold. And I'm gonna build it in Lego. Obviously, the most important part is the color, so I'm gonna take the Lamborghini from before and spray paint it gold. I'm taking the stickers off so I can spray paint it. Now that it's painted, I can reapply the stickers. So it's still an official Lamborghini. And it's done! A multi-million-dollar Lamborghini. Now this is more to Dave's liking. Would you pay $7.5 million for a golden car? Well, Dave's just happy he found his dream car.